Hey everybody, we're back. Blitz brawls bursting into your living rooms. You see how I did that? How I got bigger as I got closer to the camera? It's science. Don't worry about it. It happens. Any Hooters, let's go and check out the scene here of top players and see who's ready for a game. Maybe we'll just seek. Let's create an open seek. As you know, these videos right now are all about the road to 2,500 as I attempt to burst through the ceiling that has kept me down for so long. I'm tired of the man, tired of being kept down, tired of wearing this polyester shirt that itches my skin, doesn't feel soft enough. If you could look closer, I have a rash around the nape area, but that's none of your business, is it? Let's look for some vid. Let's look for some more. Okay, no one wants 3 minute. Let's see if they want 3-2. I want anything. I just want to gain Blitz rating points, and that's what I'm here to do. That's why you're here watching. And just watch this Boonga Kafa versus Deep Houdini. Play a little Blitz game as I was getting ready to go here, but right now, I'm waiting. Try to challenge some people directly here, I guess. Let's see. Is there any friends online that are worthy of playing? There's Bartholomew if he wants a piece of this action. He's probably not interested, right? He doesn't like to play unless we got the full Monty going, right? Unless we got the full Chess Rivals action going. But here we go. FIDE Master, Ladies Get to Know Me, 2380, right up my alley. It's exactly what I want. He said, "Come get it" in the trash already. I love that. He just talked trash. I think people just always assume that I'm recording videos, and they know that if I say that, I'll read it on. If they say something, I'll read it on air. And he's right. He got his wish, right? I said, I said we're doing this, and I'm gonna get to 2,500. He said, "Come and get it." He might as well have just gone Selena Gomez on that, right? When you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. When you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. Yeah, that's not a good idea for you. Go ahead, take the bishop. Take the bishop and open the C file. And we'll see, and then ask me if I care. Now, maybe I should play a little bit more prophylaxis. Take a few prophylactic measures. You know what I'm saying? You get it, right? Who are we kidding? You've never played a defensive move in your life. You're like the Bill Murray of watching chess videos. You don't play defense, do you? I know it. You know it. Let's pop in here. Let's pop a pony, shall we? Pop a pony. Take advantage of the fact that that pony is poisoned. And oh, that was actually kind of nice by him. I really wanted to take with the C file, so he sort of caught me sleeping at the wheel there. That was a very nice one, yeah? A very nice. But how nice? How nice was it really? Probably not nice enough to really write home about. We'll play c4, and after he captures, we're going to play knight to e2 and go gobble up that pawn. Regain our material. Do some stretches in the process. You see how I can get out of the box now? This is Dan coming out of the box. They still won't let me out of the closet. But I'm bursting out of the box. All right. By the way, are we playing 3-2? Oh, we are playing 3-2. Holy shenanigans. I should have slowed down this whole time. I was gaining an advantage on time, but I wasn't really, I don't know that I was playing my best chess. It does make a difference to know the time control, believe it or not. That's not just tomfoolery and shenanigans. You play a little differently with each one, right? Increment and all that jazz. Wow. Am I crumbling at the seams here? That's a very good move, yeah? Yes, a very nice one. He's playing some decent chess, and I don't like that. If there's one thing I hate in my opponents, it's decent chess moves. So we'll see. We'll see if I can hold. I gotta focus now. The 3-2 game. The 3-2 game is what we're doing here, and I have not played very good chess so far. All right, if I take, he takes. There's no real way to trap him. Right now, there doesn't even seem to be a way to deal with the move knight to d3 coming. Rook d1 is an option. He'll play knight to e4. So I'd kind of like to prevent knight e4. But then if he plays knight to d3, I'm kind of still, I'm kind of still over the creek, if you know what I mean. Rook d1, knight e4, rook d3, knight check, king a1. He has to back up. No, he doesn't. I just lose. If rook g1, knight e4, rook e1, knight d2 check, okay, that I can hold with for a little bit. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not lying. I know I'm in a worse position here. There's no... I'm not trying to deny the truth, right? You can't handle the truth, Sparky. You like the feeling that I'm on that wall. If you're too young to get that reference, go watch A Few Good Men. Don't ask your parents because it's rated R. They're not going to say yes. Just do it. No, I'm kidding. I would never promote somebody to go against their parents' wishes, except for my own children. Okay. But it wouldn't matter because they don't listen to me anyway. That's the truth. They do their best to listen. All right, here we go. I'm still in a bees here. In a bees. A pile of cheese, as they say. I'm not sure anybody's ever called a bad position a pile of cheese, actually. So there you go. First time for everything. So now I was thinking if I could play... There's a few options here. One was maybe knight takes c3, queen takes, pawn takes. No, I don't win it back. I can play knight to d1. He takes there. I play knight to d3. I'm blockading. The thing about this is I'm losing every pawn and its cousin. But if I can open up lines against his king, I'm hoping for some counterplay. I'm hoping to play better next game, honestly, because I'm about to lose a whole bunch of points, and I will hopefully do a little bit better job next game. Now that I am paying a little more attention to the time control. Ugh. Here we go. Stretching my back out. That's what that's meant to do. That's not me, puffing out my chest or anything, right? This isn't a Nick Jonas song. That's just me stretching for realsies. Okay. Let's defend. Yeah, we're aware. I have no business winning this game. I'm aware of that. But it's a game. That's why the game is played, as they say. And this is why the game is played. You play the game to win, even if you get a bad position. So I'm not just going to resign this thing, if you know what I mean. We're going to try to make a few more possibly decent moves and see if we can get them under time trouble. This is what they do, so they play the game, yeah? Okay. Oh, really? Right. Yeah, right. Uh-oh. Potentially very good move for him. Potentially. I don't know what his follow-up is, and he's trying to think of it too. So we're going to go for this. He's going to take, and I'm going to take back. Oh, wait. Could I have taken on g6 there? Oh, that might have been nasty. I didn't even think of that. It's too late now. I took back immediately, right? Just assuming that was forced. But I wonder if... Oops. If taking g6 after this was possible. Just kind of curious. Okay, back to the live position. All right, now what? Now what do we do, yeah? If we move the rook, he plays d3. If we move the rook, he plays d3. Ugh, I wish I had something. I wish I had something really good. But I don't. I have nothing here. Yeah, this is going to be going down in the books as a loss, boys. This is not going to end well for me. I have nothing. I've lost too many pawns, and position started falling apart about 20 moves ago, honestly. Oh, that was a mouse slip. And so we resign. and we rematch. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I don't have time to wait for this guy and his shenanigans. I got a mission to get to. Well, he's not accepting. So we're gonna look for more games. Let's look for another open 3-2 match as well. Let's do it. We don't have time to wait for gloaters and braggers. We're here to play chess. Here we go. We got another international master, H. Blanco. Welcome, H. Blanco. And this time I'm going to note the time control. This is 3-0. All right, here we go. The road to 2,500. Didn't start off great in today's video, right? No one likes to give up 9 points, but hey, it happened. No one likes to give up 9 points, but it happened. Playing a funky line in the Scotch, actually. This is dangerous for black if he doesn't know what he's doing. And look at that. Look at our ECO. Look how great it is. It actually knows that it's the Blumenfeld, which is great. It doesn't just call it the Scotch. It calls it the Blumenfeld correctly, which is really awesome. Love that. Every little improvement as chess.com grows. It's like watching my baby grow. Those are a couple of kids watching the video here. I didn't see that coming, but that's all right. I didn't see that coming, but it's all right. Or it's not. Man, it's not been a good day right now. It's not been a good day to die. Got to go for some crazy shenanigans, which really aren't great for me. Ooh, that may not have been his best move. So we'll give this check, and then we'll castle. See if we can keep some counterplay going here, actually, even after my horrible blunder. We are also up a little bit on time, right? So maybe that'll pay some dividends later on. We'll see. Okay. We'll offer this trade. I kind of did that because I thought I could take with check on f6, but it turns out I really can't, so that may not have been the best. But okay. I'm not out of this game, so hopefully I can make some swindles happen, right? Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to pull off those swindles right now. This doesn't look very good for it all, at all. Still doesn't look good. All right, darn it. All right, time to pull it together. Let's see, does this guy want more? I want to find somebody who wants to play, doesn't want to mess around. No, none of these guys are all a bunch of lame lame win quitters right now. Searching for some games, searching for someone who wants to play. Right now, it's a little frustrating. All right, sweet. Resumed local recording. Instead of sitting here waiting for someone to accept the seek, and you guys don't have to watch any of that. We dive in. Started off on the wrong foot today. Started off on the wrong foot. I need to pull it together. No opening helps you pull it together better than the Nimzo Indian, and that is a true statement. Pull it together. Look it up in the dictionary. It doesn't exist because it's a conglomerate of words. It's not just one word. I was testing you. You failed. All right. So he's playing an old school Zamish Nimzo. Right up my alley. Love this stuff. A number of ways to play here, but I'll go with the straightforward F5 and G6. Old school Nimzo. This isn't the best for white, but it's possible. He has some tricks here, huh? He wants to take and then yes, he wants to take and then win back. Potentially win back some material, but we take with this pawn and prevent it. Or do we? I guess we don't. So we go in for this whole line. Oh, well, he just mouse slipped. That's unfair. Sorry. I'll give him a rematch. Yeah, he wants a rematch. He was supposed to take c6. I was going to take c4 or play bishop b7, and the position was unclear. But sometimes you get mouse slips, right? Tell him sorry. Sorry, buddy. All right, this is interesting. A little bit of a... ooh, he didn't play a6. That was actually a mistake by me. I should have been more aware of that. Prepared to take advantage of that a little differently, but okay. Still not maybe the best ever Taimanov Sicilian for him. I don't think anyway. And now I'm wondering if I can take and do something nasty. Take on b5, takes. He moves the queen. We play knight d6 check, takes, queen takes. Seems like it could get really, really dangerous for him there, right? But is it enough? Knight takes b5, a takes b5, knight takes b5. Ah, if queen to d8, I have bishop to b6 on the spot because I'm mating him on d7, so it is good. If queen d8, bishop b6 is resign times. Boom. He takes it, I mate him. I didn't see that initially, but when you smell blood, you keep looking, right? Blood in the water like a great shark. You keep looking, you stay focused. Eyes on the prize. And now I can play knight d6 check and head in for that, I think. If he moves the king, I simply gobble up the bishop and defend. If he takes, I take with the queen, and then he'll have to move the queen, and once again, I'll either be taking d7 or I'll be winning my piece back, and with it, a couple extra pawns to go with it. So far, so good right now. Playing better chess. Also, just kind of, honestly, I've just been sort of the recipient of some bad moves by my opponent, so not really kidding myself to think that I'm playing that fantastic here. That's the truth. So we'll see. This is maybe I guess I'll play it a little differently this time. We'll see how he plays with the old school main line. I'm not even going to play a 5. We'll go for Geller Uwe, 1953. Zurich International, 1953. The whole point is you're trying to avoid white just playing f6 and sacrificing that pawn and, kind of going to town on your king side. So that's why you play f6 voluntarily. Normally, white wants to play things like rook f4 and do the rook left right away. But he played knight f4, similar ideas. I'm going to take and then take here. And he's going to try to keep that attack going, which makes sense. He wants to play queen h5, and I have to be very careful, right? So maybe I'll play queen to e8. If queen to g4, there's no real threat. If queen to g4. So then I can just take f5. So that sounds good. I guess if I take f5, queen takes f5, g6. Yeah, he still has no real obvious checks with the queen, so I don't think it's great for him. And then I can either gobble up e4. See, if it takes with the queen, I can't play knight d6 right away, which I would like to, because knight d6 forks the queen and the pawn. Because he could take h7. But in the end, it doesn't matter, because he recognizes all the things I already said to be true, and he tries to keep the attack going differently. Makes sense. Now I will play h6, preventing the obvious. He's stubborn. He doesn't want to defend. Probably he should have taken f5 now that his queen guarded mate, because I don't really think that that move does anything. So I'm just going to go take e4. Win another pawn, offer a queen trade, open up a file toward the king. And okay, so he moves, and that makes sense, but I probably have a number of moves also that make sense here, including just rook over to e8, right? If he takes on c7, can I take, and then, I can't actually. Okay, so I have to be a little more careful than that. So if knight to d5, a few things here to consider. Maybe I do need to play g5. If g5, as crazy as that is, at least then when he plays rook to g3, I can play knight to d5. If knight d5 now, he plays rook e1, and my position is kind of tough. I have to find a place for the queen, and maybe then he will be able to keep the attack going. So if g5, rook to g3 pins, I play knight to d5, I'm actually guarding everything, and he can't play rook e1 anymore. So the more I look at that, the more I like it. And g5, of course, immediately prevents rook e1, because if he plays rook e1, I'll just take on h4. So if g5, rook g3, he's blocking off the queen's protection of the rook. Then I can play knight to d5, ganging up on the bishop, which is now kind of pinned. Of course, I'm not actually threatening to take either the pawn, either the queen or the bishop, as long as g5 is pinned, but that's okay. So he sort of sees this, and he knows that he really wants that threat of rook e1. So he plays queen to g3 to defend the bishop. And look at my time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My time is ticking away. I have to be really careful here. So he gets this. I was just here busy enjoying my position and trying to provide commentary, but that's not really very good for him, is it? If I take here, I don't think it's very good for him. Wow, he's just like all in right now. I guess I have no time, huh? This guy is just all in right now. I have no time. I'd love to play king up to h6, but I don't think I can. I think I have to take a draw here. He might try to play for the win, even though he's lost. Because I have no time. Exactly because of that. Bam. Check. Takes. Okay, I'm totally winning now. But again, I have no time. Somehow I'm gonna lose this game because I have no time. That's just really disappointing. I was trying to pre-move my way out of not losing on time. Wow. That was really frustrating. I lost my focus, guys. I lost my focus in a winning position because I was just kind of analyzing away, enjoying the goodness of my position. Okay, so we'll see if he wants to, yeah, I think he decides to correct his move order, which makes sense. But we're not giving up. You know, we're not giving up on that road to 2,500. We're going to try to clean up our blunders is what we're going to try to do. And one of the biggest blunders I've committed so far is time management. So let's try to avoid that this time. I want to play e5 and then get my knight into e4. Although not anymore. Try to open the things up there and maybe go get that king before it gets castled. Really. Whoa, town. Yeah, he kind of realizes he's in a little bit too much danger to go for that. Oh, why'd I do that? That was unnecessary to give the pawn back, but okay. Not the end of the world. C2 wasn't even hanging. I just kind of wanted to open the D file. In hindsight, maybe I should have just gobbled up A6 right away. Possibly. Possibly. We'll see. We'll go take it now. We will go take it now. For sure. What should we do? Just bring the bishop back to E2. Risk that he'll go sack the exchange. I guess he probably will. But I don't really think it's that great, right? Always feels good to sack an exchange around your opponent's king and double pawns, but what's to it, right? What's the big deal? Hashtag blunders. Hashtag blunders. Wow, that was just stupid. Did I really just do that? Pretty obvious threat, too. Don't know why that was hard for me to see. Just resign. That was it. Got to play more. Looking for somebody a little higher rated. That's why I did that, but if I don't get anybody, I'll just accept this guy's rematch. Nope, same person. Here we go. All right. Try to call our own bluff. Another loss and we're done for the day because it's not going well. But if I win, if I keep winning, the show continues. We go again into his sort of bad Zamish. Always fun. These lines are always sharp, but they're just, you know, again, last game was just a complete disaster for him. And he was still down pieces in the final position, but I didn't have enough time. So if he wants to rinse and repeat this, by all means, let's do it. Okay, so he changes gears here, which is probably a smart decision for him. How do we want to deal with this? D5? Sometimes you can do that and give up this pawn. You can also just play B5 here, because if he takes, I have knight e5, forking the queen and rook, so I'll support the knight the old-fashioned way, without complicated tactics. So he runs over, which, you know, also just makes decent amount of sense for him. I'll take here immediately. If he takes back, should I play d5 and overly support it? The knight? Oh, wow. A little bit of a strange decision by him. I like this move. Threatening queen takes c5 with check. The e4 pawn is pinned because of queen to e1 check. Okay. He goes for that. I guess we can take c5 with check. Right? And then maybe even take on e4. Just win a piece. Let him take h7 with check. NBD, right? h7 is just a pawn. h7 is just a pawn. A pawn in my sick game right now. Let's go for it. Yep. And, okay, among other things, I guess I'll go here just to guard it. Similar to last game, I'm just up a full piece, right? And there's really hardly anything for him to show for it. But this time I will hopefully not get down on time. So if rook h8, queen can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, goes back, I just take, right? If he takes f6, I take with the king, rook f3 check, I take, it's just over. It's over. It's not a tumor. Come on, buddy. All right, here we go. Let this guy keep playing his bad openings, and I'm just going to clean up my blunders and hopefully ride him higher than you ever thought. Okay, well, that was just a mouse slip. First thing this guy should probably do is clean up his mouse slips. Love pre-moving a couple moves in a row, right? Trying to open lines toward his king right now. We are not really worried about that pawn. By all means, keep taking, buddy, and give me that 7th rank before you resign. And then we'll do it again. Keep running back that Nimzo. The only advantage to losing to someone much lower rated is that at least then when you win, you get 5 points instead of 4. It's the only advantage. Okay, so he's changing it up. No more Nimzo. I always find it funny when people play e3 in this line, because there's not really any reason not to play e4. I guess we'll go get rid of that bishop for the knight. Or for the bishop. I'm going to play here for funsies. Try to keep the kingside closed, see if I can launch some kind of attack. Whoa. Positional sacrifice, he says. Positional sacrifice. Maybe I'll just take with the pawn. Let him get d6, right? No big deal. Play f5 and e4 here. Why not? Check is a check, as they say. A check is a check, but will it be good for him? We will see. Now what I'd like to do is play f3. I think so. Whoa, Tim, didn't see that coming, but he may not have seen that move. That is a skewer now on the knight, which is overloaded. That was part of the idea of f3, was to open the queen hitting the knight so I could play rook to c8. Yeah, take with the queen. Up a piece. Why not? Oh, is that why not? I guess I'm still up a piece. Fine. It's called technique. All right, well, at least we haven't lost since we said we would quit the moment we lose. So you could be watching history, or I'll lose at any moment and the show will be over. Unfortunately, today did not seem to be the day where I was going to make big rating jumps because I've already lost. Although I might be getting back to equal here in just a moment. I really mishandled that, didn't I? I definitely should have gotten more into that. That was just something miscalculated in my brain there. For sure. Should I even do that with him? I mean, where's his relief coming from, right? Why give him any relief? He might have bishop f5 now, though. Let's drive this pawn. Interesting. Is he going to go to the A file and mate me? Maybe. Hopefully I can come back in this one. Hold on. Keep the streak going. If he plays queen e8, I guess I can play h6, come back, and then rook e1. His king is in kind of a tough mating net position, right? Even though I don't have any concrete threats. That's interesting. I guess I kind of have to take it. Seems pretty forced, right? Let's get him to maybe close up the C file. Kick him back. And now relieve the pressure. I think that should be good enough to have defended this position. I think it should be good enough to win. Play some moves that kind of free up the king, close up diagonals, you know the drill. A little bit of prophylaxis. Never killed the cat. That move defended rook c4, threatened b5. He moves the queen. I take e7. He does it. I'm just going to go take it. So there we go. He's going for the A file that is non-existent, really. There's no attack there. So okay. Yeah. And just like that, he loses again. But, you know, we're down to winning 4 points again. I'm probably going to call it right there. 1-4 in a row. Slightly redeemed myself for the rough start. 2 really bad games to start this whole session today, but unfortunate to still not be knocking on the door of 2,500, but I appreciate all the fans staying with me. Go ahead and click subscribe for me right there. You got nothing else to do. You've already watched this video for the last 45 minutes, so just, you know, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.